Okay? So the purpose that we're doing this, I want you to know, the purpose we're doing this is, I want to give you an overview of what's happening in Taiwan. Some of you have been there. I want to see, okay, most of you have been there last year or, 2 years ago, whatever. So you kind of know. But we're training this also for the people from Taiwan and Hong Kong to see. Definitely the people from Hong Kong, they've never been there. So don't think that this is, oh my gosh, I know everything. So you guys are the participant also in the training, okay? So that people in Hong Kong, they're going to get to watch this and they can know what's going on, okay? All right, so everybody knows where you're going to be, right? Your name tag pretty much says you're going to be in Sun Tian, or you're going to be Dajia, you're going to be VBS, what you're going to be, right?
Really?
Wait, what? Okay, can you put down the letters now? The letters is a distractor now. Okay, let's put them down. Now focus.
Sorry.
We're not reading the letters anymore. I do not want to see any comments of letters anymore. Thank you. As you can tell, I'm a teacher. I do this 24 hours a day. In my sleep also. All right, so basically what we're doing, this training is actually about the middle school, the English camp. If you're part of the VBS, the strategy is going to help you, but the schedule is going to be different, okay? So for the middle schools, basically what we do is like, I think Auntie Pei just did a kind of an overview. So about 8:30, this is kind of about 8:30. Okay, we have a big assembly. Okay, so during the assembly, everybody, whether it's 400 students or 200 students or 50 or 70, they're all sitting together in the assembly. Okay, we're all meeting together first thing in the morning. Okay, then maybe roughly about 9 o'clock, the time it's not completely correct. But then we have 3 periods, and here we have about 3 periods, 1, 2, 3 periods. We go to the classroom. Okay, we take them to the classroom. During the assembly, there's going to be a couple things going on. One of them is one of the speakers is going to come do like an inspirational talk, okay, like about Amazing Grace, okay. So and then this year we are going to have a drama, okay. We're going to have a drama. Well, we're going to have worship, okay. We're going to have a drama. We're going to have a short message. And then we're also going to have the video. Yeah, the video. Okay? So there's going to be a couple of things going on in assembly. That's probably roughly about an hour. Oh, thank you. I guess my red marker doesn't work. Okay. So roughly about like a couple of things that's going on, A, B, C, and D, let's say. About 4 things that's going on during assembly. That's about an hour. Let's say 9:30. Okay? And then, so during that period, the theme is going to be already introduced, okay? So for Monday, we're going to be talking about, remember our theme is what? Conditional to unconditional love, right? So Monday, we're going to be talking about Valentine's Day. Guess what kind of love is this?
Conditional.
Right, I love you because you look beautiful, because I love you because you this, you're that. It's conditional. There's a reason why I love you, right? And then on Tuesday, we move on to Thanksgiving. Okay, we're going to be talking about Thanksgiving. Okay, and on Wednesday, we're going to be talking about Christmas. That's right. Good job, Raymond. Okay, and then on Thursday, we're going to be talking about Easter. Okay, so the main reason why we do this is because, first of all, for a couple of reasons. Kids in Taiwan, they're very curious about America. They have never been here. They're very curious. They know about Disney, and they know this, they know that. They want to know more about America. So that's why we introducing them to America, and all the holidays in America, okay? How we celebrate these holidays. The reason being, we cannot talk about Jesus publicly in the public school. They're not going to let us go talk, oh, you know what, Jesus loves you. He died for you on the cross. He raised, he came, he born, blah, blah, blah. We can't do that. But what happened is that once we introduce the holidays, we have to talk about, these people who were receiving persecution in England, and then they moved to America so they can worship God, right? And then we have to talk about why we celebrate Christmas. Well, Jesus was born on Christmas. That's why the whole world celebrates Christmas. And then we have to talk about Why we celebrate Easter? All those bunnies, right? Everybody knows about the bunnies, but they didn't know that. They don't know that Jesus died on the cross. So that's why by introducing these holidays, we're able to tell them the whole gospel. So you have to know, these kids have one shot, because all of them have to participate in this. They have one shot of listening to the gospel. One shot. This is their only shot. A lot of times, I want to say 99% of the time, this is the first time they've ever heard the gospel. And then it could be the last time, depending on their environment. Okay? So we have one shot to share this completely with them, to tell them, you know, Jesus loves you. This is conditional love, but this dying on the cross is unconditional love. Okay? And on Friday, basically what we have, most of the schools, one of the schools, the elementary school, they did not want to have a showcase, so we have a completely different curriculum for them. But for Friday, we're going to have a showcase. So this is when, during this time, what you guys will do is you practice maybe a song, or you practice a little skit, or you practice something that you can, that your class will be able to come and then, you know, put it out for everybody else. During that time, the principal will be here, some teachers will be here, because they want to see the result of us going to teach English. And that's why in the past years it has been really wonderful. That's why the school started inviting us to go back. And one principal said, oh, you know what, this group from America, they're so good. You should invite them. So the next principal come and get in contact with us and say, hey, you know what, can you also come to teach us, my students? You know, so that's how we can grow. It's because you guys did a fantastic job in the years past, right? Give yourself a round of applause. Okay? It's because that's the result of the work that you put into. Okay? So just make sure that this is another year we can go and demonstrate Jesus' love. We can also go to teach them, you know, give them a chance to know Jesus. Okay? So basically that's the overview we have. All right. So from here, after the assembly in Taiwan, well, here we have a recess. They also have their recess. There's usually about, I think during the time we're there, we probably have about 2 recesses. Okay? So they go from here, they will go back to the classroom. And you are assigned, each of you is assigned in the classroom as a teacher or as a teacher assistant. Okay? Most of you are teachers because you've gone back a couple times already. And then, you know, if this is your first time, most likely you're assigned as a teacher assistant. So this is what I'm going to do is to demonstrate what we're going to happen in the classroom. Again, I know some of you have done this in the past. Some of you are really creative. Some of you are already excellent teachers. But again, this video is actually for people who have never done this and who don't know what to do. So this is an idea. This is some ideas for you so you know exactly what to do. And then, if you're a great teacher already, you can obviously put in as many variations as you want to. Okay? So I have a couple people that's helping to put this together. Oh, Zanita left already. Okay. So Natalie is helping with all the, well, anyway, the classroom consists usually of a couple parts. What do we do in the classroom? Okay? We have, we have a few sessions because we have about 2 hours in the classroom that we want to teach them. So what's the theme is already introduced in the assembly. For example, we're going to be focusing on Valentine's Day today. So during the assembly, somebody's going to be talking about, the video is going to be about Valentine's Day, you know, and then the drama is going to be about Valentine's Day. And then the message is going to be about Valentine's Day. The only thing that may not match is the morning inspirational talk. That may not match with the Valentine's Day, okay? Which, it's fine. But, and then so, once we talk about Valentine's Day, so when you go back to the classroom, you need to teach in more details about Valentine's Day. So this year, what we're going to do is we're going to do in the years past, we've always done games, right? Okay? A game that's related to Valentine's Day. We've done a craft that's related to Valentine's Day. And this year, we've done like food, snack related to Valentine's Day. What else have we done? That's it, right? Or forget. So this year, what we want to do is actually add a conversation, because that seems to be something that they really want. They really want to know how to speak English. You know, just like you guys, you really want to know how to speak Chinese. Most of you. I hope your parent really wants you to know how to speak Chinese. More like it. Okay. So these are going to be the 3 parts that we're going to be doing in the classroom. So what we're going to do is provide you with some trainings what to do with we're going to use Valentine's Day, and then we're going to teach you what are some of the things that you can do, okay, in the classroom, and the way to do it as well, okay? So, all right, so let's start with, do you want me to start, or you want to start? Natalie's going to help us with the game. She's going to help. I'm going to start right now. I'm going to start. Okay,
well,
I'm going
my
to start.
thing is only going to take like 5 minutes.
Okay, that's fine. We'll be done by 3, I think. Anyway, so some strategies is that, okay, let me give you some strategies in the beginning there. Because when you are in a classroom setting, okay, you guys really have to pay attention, okay? You guys have to really pay attention, okay? Because if you're assigned a teacher, whether you're assigned to a teacher or whether you're assigned as a classroom assistant, you want to be helpful, you know, to the students. Your goal is there to be helpful, okay? So I know the way that we're taught, this is how usually we teach, right? We go in Taiwan, they're used to what kind of, you know, it's like teacher talk, and then students what? Right. They're so used to this model already. So by the time when we go there, they don't have worksheets. This year, there's no worksheets. In the years past, we've always done worksheets. And it was kind of, I guess people have mixed feelings about it because in Taiwan, they really want worksheets. They feel like this is a product. In the education in Taiwan, it's all product driven. You know, here's 100% on your, see, 100%. You know, if you go to a tutoring center, that's how it is done. You'll be doing pages and pages and pages and pages and pages of worksheets, right? To show that you've done your work. Okay, so this year we're not going to have any worksheets, no worksheets. So everything is based on these ones, on these, the games, the crafts, and then also the conversation, okay? So just to make it hopefully funner, make it a little bit more interesting, you know, that people don't fall asleep on you, okay? Or on me. Anyway, so one thing what I'd like you to focus on is to tell people that they're doing something well. You know, Tiffany, I really like the way you're sitting up so nicely. Thank you. Once I said that, guess what else other people are doing?
Sitting up.
Exactly. See? I did not even do anything. I didn't say, please, sit up. Sit up. Sit up. Sit up. Sit up. I might have to say it 10 times for everybody to sit up. But once I praise somebody for sitting up nicely, then what happened? Everybody's like, oh, what if I have a
Candy.
ha?
Oh,
Money.
Starbucks?
Asians like money.
Okay?
Gift cards.
Yes.
All right, we're playing.
Should we give them away to ourselves?
With a mystery amount. But I guarantee, you don't know. Am I a generous person or am I a stingy person?
Oh, you generous.
I know I
Go away, get out of here.
am. Okay.
Lucky saddle trader.
So, anyway, so I want you to focus on the positive aspect of your students. Focus on, you know what? Look how nice you're writing. You're copying so nicely. You're writing on this so nicely. You know, wouldn't you like that? Then somebody tells you, oh, how sloppy are you? You know, you can say this M is excellent. This letter M is excellent, even though everything else is so sloppy. Right? Okay. There's one thing. Pick one thing. Okay, I want you to make it a goal that you praise every single student from your class. Okay, what's the goal that I just said?
Praise every student in your class.
I guess I have to bring more Starbucks card next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Awesome. Okay, so praise, make it a goal that you praise every single child in your classroom, especially those who are not very good. You're going to have a range of abilities. You're going to have kids who actually can come and talk to you in English, a little bit in English. You have kids who have no clue what ABCs are. You have a humongous range. Those who don't know what ABCs are usually end up being the one who dropped. They don't come back anymore if it's not mandatory. They don't come back anymore because that was my experience. I would start off with like 23 or 21 or whatever, and then by the third day, usually they come back for 2 days. I'm going to try it. By the third day, the number drop. And then usually those who don't come are the ones that, it's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I feel so stupid right here. It's like, no, I'm not even going to go back anymore. So we missed out on helping them, on supporting them, on telling them, about the whole story of Jesus, the Bible, the whole Bible, yes.
Is it a public school?
It is a public school.
Is their school supposed to be open during the time? Like, as in, like, do they actually have a school year?
Yeah, this is their summer. By the time we go there, it's their summertime.
Oh,
Yeah, so
just like
yeah, they're off. So some of them make it into orientation that they have to participate, but some of them it's mandatory. Some of them it's voluntary.
oh,
They go, oh, I want to come because I want to know. Or some of the parents say, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go, right? They push them to go, but they end up dropping because it's just really hard. It's above my head. I don't know what you guys are talking
it's
about.
a school or
Okay, so I really want you to focus on those who are, it's going to be lagging behind, who really don't have that confidence in their things. Okay, so make sure you praise your students every day. I'm going to praise all of you. I'm going to praise each of you, actually. Okay, that's going to be my goal. Okay, I want you to see who likes to be punished. Nobody. Anybody else like to be punished? Nobody. You do, Joanna? Your mom's sitting back there. She doesn't like it. She doesn't want to punish you either. So everybody wants to be praised and then to be point out what you're doing that you're doing well, right? So I don't know when I'm going to pass it. Usually I don't even tell you the Starbucks card. I don't even tell anybody. All I do is like, Raymond, I really like the way you're sitting so nicely.
Me too.
And guess what happened? Everybody is going to be sitting up so nicely. That's how I teach in my class. I don't have to say anything else. I really, really don't have to say anything else because, anything. I don't know if you guys remember because when I was teaching church, when I was doing children's ministry here, all I said is what? I like the way this table is doing a great job. Then the other table is on what? I didn't even give out a thing.
I like the way you believe in Jesus.
That's right. I like the way you believe in Jesus. I like what you said. Okay? Hey, you know what? Guess what? You can reinforce your parents that way. Okay? Shh. I know. Your parents get reinforced. Okay? There's another parent in the back. Really? Seriously? Okay, oh mom, your cooking is so, I really love your curry chicken. Guess what your mom's gonna make?
More
More curry chicken, right? Your behavior is gonna repeat because people like your behavior. Same thing with your students. They like what you said, their behavior is gonna repeat. Okay? Is there any question with that? That is the easiest classroom management in the whole wide world. Okay, everybody complain about teaching because it's so hard. Those kids don't listen. Those kids this and that. You know what? You have to find the right reinforcement. I bought a lot of candies actually when Joanne closed. I saw a whole bunch of specialty candies. So I bought everything on the shelf. So I have like Superman candies. I have Hello Kitty candies. I have those really, really specialty candies like discounted price. Really cheap. So I bought a whole bunch of them. Okay, those are the things that's your reinforcers. That's when you're gonna go, oh, forget about you. You reinforce you too much already. I'm gonna say, Jocelyn, look at you. I really like the way you did this. Here's a. I like your long hair. So you know what? Here, she is most likely gonna want what? A Hello Kitty candy, right? Or you can have say, which one do you want? You want a Hello Kitty candy or an Iron Man candy?
Iron Man.
Oh, you can take an Iron Man, right? Exactly. So, and the other people, when you do that, other people, kids see that, oh, she took the Hello Kitty, but there's an Iron Man left. I want that Iron Man candy. Guess what he's gonna do? I'm gonna do a good job so I can get my, maybe I'm the next person who gets the Iron Man candy. You know how this system is actually the lottery system. I don't know if your parents buy lotto, okay? There's always somebody who wins. And that person might be me. So I keep on buying the tickets so that someday I win. It's exactly the same theory, okay? You controlling somebody's behavior. You're controlling somebody's behavior by reinforcing that behavior, not on a regular basis. It's only when the lotto comes up. That's why tomorrow, if this is the day that I don't know anything about lotto because I don't buy, but tomorrow if this is the day that they're gonna announce the winner, today the line is what? Humongous. Everybody goes to buy, right? The bigger the price, the more people buying. Okay? So when you use the right thing to reinforce you, if I take out a piece of, if I have this as your reward, who's gonna work for me?
What is it?
Really?
Me?
Nah.
What is it? Wait, but
College
it's out of
student.
me.
We know.
Who is gonna work for me for a Starbucks card?
No way.
It might have $50 on it. You don't even know.
It's like
Who is gonna work for a marker? Okay, Joanna, you're very special. Okay, so as long as you have the right reinforcement, it works. It's a behavior strategy.
Do you personally know what people in Taiwan really like?
Yeah, exactly. They like
Okay.
money. They like money.
They like
They're
work.
Asians.
Okay, everybody likes money. But, okay, you will not be able to reinforce every single person because we don't know that person. But in general, if we kind of know the general population, we're dealing with what? Middle schoolers, right? Elementary school kids going into middle school. Okay, they're still immature. And do they like things from America? Do they like things from America? Yes, they do love things from America. Do all the kids like candies? Yes, 90% of the kids who like candy. So we can use this general idea to kind of reinforce probably 90% of your population. Okay? So just remember, this is your number one classroom management strategy, nothing else. You don't really have to do anything else. This is what I do every day, every period. I work with high school kids. I work with middle school kids. When I work with elementary schools, preschool kids, that's my only strategy. I don't change my strategy. That's my only strategy. That's it. Okay? Reinforce, reinforce, reinforce. Okay? Good job. All right. These are still waiting. I'm still like watching. Like, Chris, you've been sitting so nicely and then paying
Thank you.
attention, not sleeping on me, and then also not falling asleep, and then have this big smile on you. Wonderful.
Hey students, I mean,
Here.
thank you. Thank you for the compliments.
You're welcome. See, he just reinforced me. Guess what? I'm going to compliment some more. Okay. All right. So let's go back to what we're going to do. So let's do the craft first, okay? So for the Valentine craft, what we're going to do is teach them to make a Valentine's Day card. They could make 1 or 2 or 3 Valentine's Day card, okay? And this one, Karen made this for me last night. It's actually a pop-up card.
Thank you for being my friend.
Thank you for being my friend.
I don't
Okay, so before you do this, what do you think the kids in Taiwan is going to need to know?
how to spell.
Some spelling? Huh?
Do you know how to spell thank you? Yeah.
Okay. I'm pretty sure your spelling is better than their spelling, okay? What else? So you can make some suggestions. You can say, okay, what are some of the things? We're going to make a card, okay? You have to explain to them in America, what people do is that during Valentine's Day, we give out Valentine's cards to each other, right? And especially people like elementary school kids, but even middle school, high school kids, they do that all the time. So today what we're going to do is we're going to make a Valentine's card for somebody in this class. Or you can make one for your cousin, or you can make one for your parent. They can choose to make it for anybody. But before they make it, they have to know what to put on there. So you know what? Let's talk about what can we put on there. Can you guys give me an idea what to put on there?
A picture.
Joanna?
No,
What to write on there? What to write on there?
Oh.
Because they can do this.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Okay, great. So let's write down Happy Valentine's Day. That's great. That's one of the things you can put on your card. Okay, what else can you put on the card? Anybody has any idea? Okay. Carissa?
I love you.
I love you. That's right. You could put I love you. So what you do is that you're already writing down the spelling. right here for them. Give them ideas. Okay, what else?
You
Yes.
are a great teacher. Love. Whatever.
Okay, you are, if they're going to give it to their teacher, right? You can
Yeah.
say, you are a,
But that is the only phrase that you can only use that
How
one.
fabulous.
no, guess what? Hey, look, then you can substitute teacher for you're a great, what? Mom. You're a great person. You're a great,
You're a great
huh?
Friend.
Friend.
teacher.
Right? So now here you gave them all these different ideas. Okay, what else can you put on there?
You're the one and only.
Oh, that is very sweet. You're the one and only. Good.
What?
Oh.
Okay, so you could put, you are the one and only. Okay, anything else?
Thank you for being alive.
Okay, you could put,
I feel.
thank you for, like on this card it says, thank you for being
My friend.
my friend.
Oh.
Okay, so here you are giving your students what? Several options already. They could copy anything of this, but I guess in Taiwan, well, my experience is that they actually will come up with the things they want to say, but they just don't know how to spell it. Or they might tell you in Chinese, how do you say this in English? Then that's why we have several, you have an aide, your classroom aide, and you also have sometimes a parent or a local person. You know, they're usually between 2 to 3 people in your classroom that they can help them with coming up with the ideas. Okay, so guess how long this is probably going to take you? This process is going to take you about how long?
An hour.
No, not that long.
2 hours.
15 minutes. 5
Yeah.
minutes.
It's probably, so you gotta plan it. Okay, if your session, like for example, craft. If you need to do craft, okay, you're assigned to do craft. Your session is 20 minutes, let's say. I'm giving you 20 minutes to do craft. So you have to plan. How long are they gonna do this? How long do you think they're gonna do this? Spend about what?
10 minutes.
No, 10 to 15 minutes, right? Because they need to write it, they need to cut it, and they need to do, because we're going to bring a lot of, like right here, I have a lot of material. You know, I have the glitters, I have some pom-poms, and I bought lots of these candies. They can glue these candies on there. These, okay? Or, you know what? This is your excellent reinforcement. Thank you,
Oh,
Oh, snap. Oh,
Joanna, you definitely deserve this.
It's a positive.
Mommy, look. Okay. This can definitely be your positive. What did you say, Joanna?
Reinforcement. I got it.
Yes. This can definitely be a positive reinforcement, right? Because they all want to taste it. They've probably never tasted this. Okay? So I have a whole bunch of, you will have a lot of tools, okay? A lot of different stuff, and I have stickers. Lots of different stickers that they can use, okay? And this ribbon, see? Ribbons. There's a lot of things they can use to make this card. So I want to tell you that this project, the making a card, it's probably going to take between 10 to 15 minutes. The boys might go, okay. The girls is going to what?
Take forever.
Take forever. That's right. Take forever to do this. So probably about 10 to 15 minutes. So you're teaching them. This avoids a problem. What problem does this avoid when you write everything on the board?
Wasting time. Like having them not be able to, like, they don't know what to put on the board.
Yeah, because they're gonna like sitting right there, they don't know what to put, right? Or every single person is gonna come and ask you, how do you spell Valentine's Day? Right? What can you do? You just say what? Here, it's right here already. How do you spell happy? Happy is right here, right? So all they have to do is copy. If that's what they want to put, they just copy it. Okay? So you're gonna not waste so much time. But this portion, it's probably gonna take you another good 5 to 10 minutes. The discussion. Okay? So your 20-minute lesson is there. It's done. It's done. Okay? Those of them who finish first, what do you think you can have them do? If they finish first.
Make another one.
Good idea. Wow. You can make another one. Yes, Leo. The next one has to be better than Joanna's, okay? So you can make another one. You say, you know what? How about, and then you could give suggestions. How about if you cut this into a heart shape? You know? Or how about you do this? How about if you add, look, this is so blank. How about if you add something right here? Give them some ideas, you know, extra things for them to do. Okay? Because when they don't have anything to do, what happens?
They sleep.
No, well, that's even better if they sleep.
Like
They start what?
Bother other people.
Bother other people. Thank you. Great answer, because that's what you guys all do. When your teachers don't give you enough things to do, what do? This is so boring. I'm going to talk to somebody else. I'm going to bother other people. I'm going to do something. You know, this is way too boring for me. Okay? All right? So make sure that you do some, you make sure your student have things to do. Okay? To keep them busy. Any question with regarding the Valentine's Day card? How are you going to pass out the material? Is everybody going to have a scissors? No.
Maybe 2 people.
Is everybody going to have glue?
No.
No. How can you turn that into a teaching lesson? Can somebody tell me? Yes.
Because you
Share
love
is
one
caring.
another.
Take it to a different level. Can you think what we're going to do? What's our purpose there?
Sharing is caring. Like
God shared the bread.
You're thinking. I'm thinking something else.
That's all we Americans.
Breaking up the bread thing.
What?
Breaking up is a good thing.
Okay. We go there. What do they expect us to do? To teach them
English.
English, right? They expect us to teach them English. So if I only have, I don't know, 10 pair of scissors for 20 people to share, what do you think I can do to turn that into a lesson?
Right, sharing.
Math? You're brainwashed. Nathan,
Starbucks.
you're thinking.
What?
Hey,
So what do you say?
You got Starbucks.
Actually, I have 2 more. You guys are too good, but I really have 2 more in my purse, okay? So, he said conversation. Oh, say it again. I'm sorry. Say it again.
Conversation skills?
Okay. Why don't you tell them how would you turn that into a conversation skills? Obviously, if you're...
Like general manners, say asking politely, saying please, thank you, like asking to borrow scissors or glue, stuff like
Great. So what do you have to teach them?
that. May I borrow the scissors, please?
Excellent. You can... You start off the day.
Does he get
So... No, everybody gets 1, okay? Even though you great. You
But you
answered.
would learn conversation skills and how to share with other people.
Yes. But they have to learn it fresh. You're waiting. You're waiting. You're very close, Chris. You're very close.
Developing friendship.
I'm sorry?
Developing friendship.
That's right. But you know what? I want you to focus on what Nathan said. You have to teach them how to say it because they don't know. 他们可以说，请你剪刀给我，对不对? You have to teach.
Speak English.
You have to teach what scissors. You need to teach. This is called scissors. You have to teach. This is called a glue stick, right? You have to teach them. This is called
Sparkly ball of
glitter, so whatever. Right, sparkles. So once you taught them, they need to know, can I borrow, or can you share your scissors with me? Can I have your scissors? Can I do this? Or may I have this? Right? So, so that way you turn your craft lesson into what? Conversation. They learn something new. Okay? Got it? Okay, great. So this is what, guess what? Your lesson can stretch to pretty much 20 to 30 minutes actually. Okay? So don't think that 30 minutes is a long time. It's really not if you break it down. You need to break it down. You learn how to break it down. You know, this is how much time I'm going to spend on. This is how much time I'm going to spend on. This is how much time I'm going to spend on. Then it will be easy. And your students will be busy. They're not going to be, busy doing something they're not supposed to be doing. Right? Does that make any sense? Yes. Okay. Any questions?
No,
Yes.
How much time is there in each session?
I based on past years, Andy Pei how much time is the classroom time?
50.
Each session is 50 minutes, so they have 2 classroom time period, right?
Right.
Because the last one is for a showcase.
Right.
Okay, so you have about 50 minutes or 50 minutes. So I want to say about half an hour. Each thing will take about half. A craft will take about half an hour. Games will take about half an hour. Conversation will make it about half an hour.
So we just split it up how we want.
Yeah.
School is a little bit different.
Yeah. You will have the schedule. You know, we will give you let you know during the next couple trainings. You will know exactly what the schedule is going to look like. Okay, but this is what it is. Okay. Great question, Jocelyn. And I like the way you're paying attention rather than watching an iPhone.
that's not.
I don't know. Anyway, so I'm done with the craft. Okay, I'm done with the craft. So Natalie's going to come and teach you about the games. She is actually going to do it. So you guys have to be actively participating. Okay? You will be participating because we want the people again. Why?
We want them to come back.
Who to come back?
Show them how much fun it is.
How much fun it is. But this, we're recording this for who? People in Hong Kong, in Taiwan. So that those of them who have no idea what we're doing, they know exactly what to do. Okay? All right. Let's welcome Natalie.